The demon back, or the demon face on the back of a character, is a technique in Baki where a character forcefully flexes their muscles as to resemble the face of a demon. The user becomes several times stronger than they were prior to using the technique. They experience an increase in physical strength, stamina, endurance, durability, etc. When the user is using the demon back, he can absorb basically any technique. And then additionally, he can actually return those techniques with the same amount of ferociousness that they were used to begin with to hit him. Similarly, there's the demon brain, but we won't be going over that in this video. Anyone who watches Baki is inspired to work out. It's the new age Dragon Ball where you see a bunch of buffed up men start fighting each other. Something that's caught a lot of people's attention from this anime is the almost mythic and folkloric demon back. This is a back that only elite level Hanmas are able to attain. This back has faintly perceived eyes on the side, which would be where the rhomboids and lats would be on the regular person's back. Some understated curves below the eyes to form a sort of understated smile. And then of course there's that prominent six-pack at the bottom. Now whether it's possible to get the demon back or not is very much predicated on how loosely you define the demon back. In my opinion, you can fairly easily get your teres and rhomboid muscles to loosely resemble something like the eyes on the back. The six-pack on the back is something that's not very possible for anyone, most people really, to actually achieve. As humans, we have lower body and spine body parts which, when leaned down enough, will form a sort of Christmas tree look. That's actually what bodybuilders will call it. They'll call this shred at the bottom the Christmas tree. Now this approximates the demon back, but it isn't a one-to-one replica. Let's look at some people that I consider to have some of the best backs in bodybuilding and see how they compare to the traditional demon back. First, you have Dorian Yates, and many people will say that Dorian Yates actually is the best back in all of bodybuilding. Dorian Yates' back muscles are characterized by his immense size and thickness. His lats were particularly well developed that contributes to his overall sweeping V-taper. This added a lot to his overall aesthetic appeal. Unfortunately, I think he lacks the hyper detail that you've come to see with the demon back. At least with the eyes portion, I would say. When it comes to the six-pack at the bottom, his Christmas tree very closely resembles that as far as I'm concerned. Like, his Christmas tree is stupid good. It almost looks like there's a hole in his back. That's how distinguished they are from other muscle groups in some poses of his back. Dorian Yates has a great back indeed, but let's look at other people. The next bodybuilder I want to look at is probably my favorite bodybuilder of all time, and that is Breon Ainsley. If you look at his back now, oh me, oh my, that is what I call detail. He has the V-taper of wings and the detail of a statue. When we analyze his back and compare him to the demon back, we'll see that his rear delts and his lats and his teres major and rhomboids, they look very similar. They have like blade-like sort of structures that look kind of similar to the eyes on the back of a demon back. This is probably as close as you're realistically going to get with the demon back eyes. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a very protruding or significant Christmas tree on his back, so, he kind of has half the equation going for him. Getting musculature that seriously resembles the demon back is basically impossible. After all, in the anime itself, it's actually also very rare. Only the Hanmas have it, and only, I believe it's Jack Hanma, I don't know if it's, no, not Jack Hanma, it's Daki Hanma, Yujiro Hanma, and Yurichiro Hanma are the only ones that have it. Don't fact check me on that, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's all it is. Just like 3 Hanmas of like the 6 or 7 of them. There is one person, however, who did manage to actually get a demon back, as far as I'm concerned. And that person is Flex Lewis, the 7-time 212 Mr. Olympia. This guy has really weird musculature on his back, and it makes his back look like there's a six-pack on it. The specific way the musculature develops on his back and the way it inserts, generally speaking, creates weird ridges on the back that resemble a six-pack. I think that Flex Lewis is actually a long descendant of the Hanmas. I believe that he's actually the 3rd child of Yujiro Hanma. Or maybe he's actually Kozue and Baki's child, I don't know. Anyways, I think this answers the question. It is extremely rare for someone to get the demon back. But with the right mix of genetics and proper insertions, it kind of a little bit is mostly possible. You just have to be basically a 1 in a billion, 1 in a million, trillion, gazillion type genetic back freak weirdo. That's the video anyways. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you all next time. Alright, peace.